Now it's time to see who has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your fight. Now go out there and take it.
To be the man, you got to beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here, I'm the man. Woo!
Welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Daily and Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daily and Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daily and Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
Home security is not what it used to be. With Secure Connect and smart home integration features, you can unlock your doors and turn off your alarm from your smart home app. No more hiding a key under a rock. Get Secure Connect and live life connected. Call Ardmore Telephone Company at 800-830-9946 to secure your home today.
Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, I'm Cody Gross. I'm the head football coach at Athens High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Good Saturday morning, everyone, and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We are inside. We're not at a car show today. Thank the good Lord.
Or a baseball
game. Wind, I can hear it now, just howling outside. But that's all right. That's part of March. Did it come in like a lion or come in like a lamb? I think it come in like a wounded lion or maybe a mean lamb, whichever way you look at it.
I started saying it wasn't especially strong.
Yeah, it wasn't too awful bad. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to be here. Happy you're joining us, listening to us live here locally on WKAC, the Big 1080, or across the World Wide Web. 2 parts unknown. Tom McClung here, Old Time Cat, alongside Tojo J. Vassar, Todd the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And they've mopped the floors, ladies and gentlemen. Either that or they just put the chairs up onto the table for no apparent reason.
They put them up there. They were checking to make sure they had all the little sliders on the bottom of the feet. Because when I came in, I said, "Is this a new thing?" And they were like, "No, we were just checking."
They got them fancy hardwood floors.
Yeah,
now. They can't be scuffing up.
See, and that's And I thought, well, maybe they just started doing like all the other restaurants do, and just put the chairs up on the tables.
When they do that at night, you know it's time to go.
Yeah, turn the lights on. Last call. Hilarious. Look for us on. Well, I've been out way too many nights too late. That's just all it is. Look for us on Facebook at Applebee's Tailgate Talk and on Instagram or X at Tailgate Talk AL. Visit us online at tailgatetalk.net to get scores and archives of past shows. You can You pointing at me?
No.
Okay. I saw that
Just
finger.
keeping track of my headsets there.
What? You can also vote on this week's Athlete of the Week poll and enter nominations for future polls, as well as find the links into crap. I had a good roll going. As well as find the links to download the PAS Plus app for your Android or iOS devices. Follow the Tailgate Talk podcast on iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart, Google, and other popular platforms. Hear us on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus. Donnie Bedtime Story is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Call or text us during the show at area code 256-812-1TGT. That's area code 256-812-1848. Our calling guests come in via the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. And the special guest segment is sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing, live from their new building at Butler Furniture, the old Butler Furniture building. It's really nice. Poke your head in there and for all your roofing.
Right next door to old San Ann.
Right next. Oh my gosh, I forgot that was right there next to the old San Ann.
Moran San
Ann. Lordy, child, you're bringing back memories, son. We got a good show lined up this morning. What do y'all think about it?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah, we do. Patrick Sullivan is going to be our special guest. Now, if that name sounds familiar to you, Auburn fans or some Alabama fans, that is the
Samford fans, too.
Too. That is the son of the legendary quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner at Auburn, Pat Sullivan. And they're doing I think CTE is common among football players. It's high school football, college, even down to pee-wee. If some of these kids are not taught right, they can experience concussion symptoms early in life. And this is, he's going to be discussing the Sullivan to Beasley race to end CTE 5K fun walk. That's my kind of race.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you say, I might
Is it a
walk.
5K run and a fun walk, too?
I don't know.
I didn't see anything about a run. Also, a walk.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are some people out there be running show-offs.
Talking about that CT, I saw where there was a study when I was researching some of that. They did a study at Boston University, and I think out of 1,700 and some odd patients, brains, former football players, over 630 something had confirmed
evidence.
CTE, and
that's the thing.
That's a pretty staggering amount.
If they could figure out a way to diagnose it without cutting your head off, and that's the only way it can be confirmed right now is through post-mortem inspections. I guess.
The thing is, you play a violent game like that. That's what's going to happen,
Coach Clint Legg is in the house. Also known as the mascot Mayhem for All-State Insurance, but you never had a brother you had to wrestle around and fight with and run your head through the wall like they're showing in these commercials now, did you?
No, I had a bunch of buddies from Athens middle school that I did that with.
Okay.
Remember I could see him all wrestled on the freaking wrestling team, wanted to put me in moves because I was bigger than the rest of them.
they wanted to practice with you.
I hate that, man.
I could see him running through the parking lot and grabbing a pom-pom and throwing it up.
I could see that. I couldn't see him riding a tricycle with half his head shaved, though.
No, I hadn't, but I have
never worked
seen
that kind of bet.
Jeff Pugh and go through there doing that.
Well, I mentioned the Patrick Sullivan joining us. We'll also have Chelsea Hurst, the Athens girls soccer coach. As I mentioned earlier, Donnie Bedtime Story, the new Elkmont girls basketball coach, is in the hizzle for Rizzle. Jonathan Hicks and Alexander Toll, is that correct?
Yes. That's right.
Yes, Elkmont soccer coaches will be
Clements.
Clements.
Yeah. Well, when somebody typed it up, they didn't put that in.
They didn't add the Clements in there. Okay, that makes sense.
Yale loss is coming through on time.
Coming through on me. I
typed it up. I had Elkmont on the brain, and
I wrote Coach Story about that last night. I'm like, we're having your soccer coaches on tomorrow, Coach so and so and so and so. They're like, I don't know them. They're not our coaches.
That's awesome.
We'll talk about that Yale loss a little bit later.
I'm sure Clay will have something to say about this loss too.
Yeah, it is what it is. You can't turn the ball over and miss free throws at the end of the game. Period.
What about the Louisville people buying $8,000 worth of Oakland Grizzly Bear T-shirts?
Oh my gosh!
Their their website crashed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Well, they just gave Alabama fans an idea. So.
Well, you know what?
What?
You and Clay can hash this one out. There's rumors circulating that Kentucky might be wanting to hire Bruce Pearl, man.
Kentucky ain't getting Bruce Pearl. They can dream about it, wake up in the morning with all their warm and fuzzies.
My thought
They're not getting Bruce Pearl.
how good is this for Bruce Pearl, though, right?
Oh,
Our
yeah.
agent goes and says, hey, Kentucky's thinking about it.
I know, right?
More money.
Yeah.
That's almost like these last couple of Bama commitments that decommitted, and then all of a sudden starts courting Auburn, and then Ryan Williams, here's $2 million on the table, but you got to commit now and not go to any more. So heck, that's a good strategy, man.
Yeah.
And then that other kid from Proctor who went to Iowa. So it's a vicious cycle, man. Sure is. Either way, let's get back to what I'm guessing Jonathan Hicks is the boys' coach.
Jonathan Hicks is the girls' coach.
Okay, thank you very much.
Wrong guess.
Well, I had the wrong team.
Well, you had a 50-50 chance.
I had a 50-50 chance.
It's all right.
So you're saying there's a chance.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, we got that. Let's start that one over. The Clement soccer coaches, Jonathan Hicks, girls soccer coach, Alexander Toll, the boys soccer coach, will be joining us here. Now, are they coming in, or are they going to be on the First National? Oh, they're coming in.
As far as I know.
Okay. Well, all
we'll
right.
find out whenever their time comes.
Absolutely.
If they're not here,
well,
I got their numbers.
We know we're going to have these two on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. Clay Coleman, Freak Daddy, Kentucky fan, and I did text him. I said, man, I hate this guy.
Man, I didn't either.
You didn't?
No.
You a turd, Todd. You know that.
No, I didn't want him to think I was rubbing it in.
Oh, no. I didn't text him for that. I texted him, hey, tough loss, dude.
Hey.
That hurts. That sucks.
Guys,
he knowed I'd have been laughing under my breath.
I want to tell you, too, before we get started, thank y'all for coming out the other night and watching Tyler get beat. We got us a new defensive line coach.
Yeah, well, they continued. They continued the match.
I don't know why my people at school keeps telling me that one of those guys had a chain. I said, there's no way. He had a chain. Tyler lost. Take your loss and go on.
And move on, huh?
Yeah.
I tell you what, as well as he performed, you might have a hard time holding on to him. He might end up being a professional wrestler, buddy.
He's a big old boy.
I have never, and I told him afterwards, Coach, I'm like, Tyler said, that was freaking awesome, dude, man. You did so good, but you can't smile so much when you.
No, you can't smile.
He was so happy to be in that ring.
Remember that movie Rockstar when Marky Mark gets in the band and quit smiling?
He couldn't quit smiling.
He couldn't quit smiling. We'll also have our Swami of the SEC, AP Steadham, joining us as well. So
awesome.
That's a line list of our guests that we have today.
Nice format.
Nice format. Good job, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert.
And you have me.
And we have Todd in the house today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this one time. While I'm still thinking about it, haven't forgotten, it's time to toss it to producer extraordinaire for
Scores and more.
All right, we did have a few games going on yesterday. Some baseball. Athens shut out Columbia 13-0. Did you see the score of their game against Mae Jemison the other night?
I did not.
Yeah, 34-0.
Lord,
they beat Mae Jemison 34-0. I was checking it on.
How do as an opposing coach, how in the third inning you go, you know what, we're good.
Well, see, I was watching Game Changer, and at the bottom of the first, it was already 16-0.
Jeez,
so
that's got to be like a record, maybe.
Now we watched. Was it Tanner? Some team that time.
I think it was ABS. Whenever they
it was APS. They walked the bases loaded. Walked the bases. Well, every time they walk the bases loaded, and the next guy walks, the dude to keep the score down. He just wouldn't touch the plate.
Yeah,
go to the dugout, and it was an out.
No, forget that. I'm scoring.
See, that's their area.
2 hours already, as it was.
Columbia and Mae Jemison are their area.
Yeah.
Okay, so them scores probably matter in the tallies at the end of the year.
I know their softball beat Mae Jemison 18-0.
Wow.
That's bad.
That's sad. I wish it had been Decatur Heritage. I'm sorry.
James.
I really do.
Well, you know what? ABS softball beat Decatur Heritage pretty bad earlier in the week, too.
Punch
shut them out. James Clemens went down to Spain Park and got swept 7-3 and 7-6. Soccer, the James Clemens girls beat Auburn 2-1. And Wasn't a good day for Auburn teams yesterday all the way around, was it?
Not really.
Golly. What a jab, dude.
He didn't bother me none. I wasn't on the floor.
And then Athens boys lost to Randolph 2-0. So there you go as far as your scores. But here's more.
Tell me more.
Next week, our special guest will be Brad Belugian. Now, he's the author of 2 books. One, and they're both called The Six Pack. The first one was in 2020 called the Wax Pack, on the open road in search of baseball's afterlife. So I think what he did was he took a pack of Topps baseball cards and went around the country to try to contact all the guys that were in that pack.
That's pretty
of cards.
Cool.
He's got
a good sponsor.
He's got another one.
Yeah.
He's got another one coming out here in a month or two called The Six Pack, on the open road in search of WrestleMania.
Oh, my gosh.
So
you need to take me on that trip.
Absolutely.
So, and then upcoming, we've got Jason Simpson. We'll be talking with him about casting and catching again.
Right around the corner.
We'll be live at Lucy's Barge, live at the Athens Cars and Bikes on the square.
What date is that Lucy's Barge live?
The 20th, and the Cars and Bikes is the 27th.
Okay.
Coach Story, you ever participated in that Jason Simpson fishing deal?
I don't think so.
I was just curious. I mean, he's been doing it, I don't know, over a decade, hasn't he?
Cars on the Square? Where's the car show at?
At the square.
On the square.
On the Square. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't paying attention.
31.
31.
Go Rattlers.
So there you go. Scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
What you got, guys? You look like you
Any breaking news?
Any breaking news there?
Nothing good, man.
No, ACC stunk it up first round.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
I mean,
but Texas A&M, Alabama won. Everybody else got beat.
Tennessee won.
Oh, Tennessee won. That's right.
Yeah.
One big.
But I mean, I thought Kentucky, Auburn, Mississippi State, for sure. In Tennessee. I felt like we'd win. But I mean,
so did you hear about Yale's? They couldn't bring their pep band because they didn't have the money to bring them.
Oh, I didn't know.
So Idaho's band played for Yale, and they give them all Yale T-shirts to wear.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I didn't know that.
See that.
I can't believe Yale didn't have money to bring a pep band.
That's pretty sad. Ivy League school.
Yeah.
You would think there'd be enough donors.
There may not have been enough budgeted money.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure there wasn't enough in the school.
I figured NCAA would give them enough money to send it.
Yeah. No, Garen and them, they flew out. They all flew on the same plane, man.
Did they?
Sure
wow.
did.
That's nice.
Yeah, they went drove to Columbus and went to flew into Charlotte, man.
Same thing happened last year, Jay, when Fairleigh Dixon beat Purdue.
Yeah.
Their band wasn't there?
They didn't have a band.
Oh, didn't have one.
Wow.
Okay.
And it was Dayton's band that took their place.
Wow. Dang.
Well, that's cool. The other kids want to step up. And,
Good for them. Good for the kids, man. Band kids are, if nothing else, they love each other. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a break. We finished with this first set. I ain't playing on Friday night. This first section.
Don't forget to tip your waitresses.
Don't forget to tip your bartenders, your waitresses, ladies and gentlemen, on your way out. It's time to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Live.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk on your Alexa device by saying, "Alexa, open PAS Plus," and hear it in crystal clear quality. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back. P4 Therapy is an outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community recognizes. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Elijah Goins from Athens Bible School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great.
Located at 1880 Highway 72 East and 321 South Jefferson Street in Athens. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, located at 105 South Marion Street. Open weekdays 9 to 5. Call 256-232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling? Paint peeling off your walls? Shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured. Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hey, this is East Limestone baseball coach Adam Brown, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old Tom Cat, alongside Donnie Bedtime Story, Coach Clint Legg, Tojo Jay Vassar, Todd the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinary, the talent, producer extraordinary Tim Lambert. Needless to say, we got a full house for our special guest on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great, our Swami of the SEC, Mr. A.P. Steadham.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be on Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
All right. Nothing to talk about this morning, AP. No basketball.
Oh, my
nothing.
word. Oh, my word.
We wet the bed, man.
SEC.
We wet the bed.
Yeah, SEC basketball. At least there's still a few that took it seriously.
There's still a couple.
Alabama's still alive. Tennessee still alive. Texas A&M still around.
Yep.
But when I started to watch the Auburn game, I thought to myself, I know that Yale is a good team, and they're talented. Maybe not physically, but they had a few people that can match up with Auburn. So that's always a concern.
I mean, there was one guy that Auburn couldn't even touch. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. But no, the shooter, the left-hander, he was on fire.
He was pure, boy.
The Greek.
Yeah. Now, remember, I don't know if you saw this, but did you see his hometown?
I didn't.
By chance.
No, sir.
Okay. The Auburn quarterback, Peyton Thorne, from the same town.
Oh, wow.
Napierville, right?
I see it. Yeah.
Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Okay, from that same town. I thought that was a coincidence.
Interesting, yeah.
Pulakitis.
Yeah. You said it better than I did.
Yeah, Pulakitis.
You slip your tongue on that one, it might get ugly.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But that's one of those games. That's one of those games where you'd almost think that you could just say, "All right, guys, I'm gonna roll the ball out there." And just act like it's a Saturday in the playground. Get after it.
Yes.
And just win by 20.
Yes.
I mean, you just do. The athleticism alone. But basketball is such a game of whatever that it's just, we've talked about it on the show 100 times. The parity is unbelievable.
Yeah, ball in the basket. Remember, we're talking basketball. Yep. Ball in the basket. I always try to preface my remarks by making people understand this is not football. We're trying to keep them out of the end zone. Who can put the ball in the basket? They had 70-plus points. You know it was going to be a ball game.
And not turn it over.
When somebody has 30, when somebody has about 30 on you, you know that they're going to have a chance to win. And he was hot as a pistol, and he was 6'6". You know, he wasn't 6'2".
Nope.
He wasn't 6'9", but he was 6'6", just enough. He can shoot over bigger people, and he did.
Yeah.
And that left hand is always hard to guard.
Always.
If you've ever played the game of basketball, no matter how much you try, when a left-hander has the ball, your first instinct is you're moving to his right.
Exactly.
Yep.
And you're supposed to move to his left.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you would think, just being opposite hands, that it would almost you just go up straight. But you're exactly right. Your tendency is to lean to the right.
That's part of the reason Janai Broom has been successful.
Yeah,
he's 6'11", but he's lefty.
He's lefty.
Jalen Simpson is a lefty. So and
Chad
Chad Baker got kicked out of the game. Mazzara is a lefty.
No, that play, I mean, gee, I'm always thinking to myself, okay, I practiced so hard in the summer, in the preseason, all during the season, and so I'm going to hit somebody to get thrown out of the game.
And his daddy showed up as a surprise right before the game, AP.
I
just knows
do
better.
Not understand it. I don't understand it.
He's been on the ragged edge. My wife sends me a text message. Can you believe that? I'm like, yeah. He started the season doing that, and he's been, but. Flagrant one, flagrant two. It's stupid. You don't do that.
It's a physical game.
Yeah.
No, it's a physical game. Okay, so somebody pushed me. Somebody touched me.
Yeah.
Somebody took a swing at me.
Yeah.
I am not getting thrown out of the game.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. I put in all this hard work. Just think about it individually. Okay, I'm not getting thrown out. Plus, my teammates, they're counting on me.
Exactly.
They're all counting on me.
That's the truth.
And then if you win, you're sitting,
Yeah.
I mean.
They don't have to sit. He wouldn't have had to sit next week.
He wouldn't have to sit?
No, he's ready. He's ready to go.
Okay.
But you can't have.
I was disappointed for him.
You can't have turnovers and 2 of 7 free throws in the last minute and win the game. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
No. Tight ball game. When you have that competition and it comes down to the last few minutes and they're still within distance of winning the ball game, everybody plays. The coaches get tight, players get tight, and the other team is, well, we can win this game.
Oh, yeah.
We're loose.
Exactly. Let's talk a little bit about the Bama basketball game. They I don't know. They scored 104, but the other team still scores 92.
The usual.
Yeah, that's what they
the usual.
I mean, we got a coach here. But I would think defense would need to improve a little bit.
Absolutely.
Are you going to score 104 6
no,
games?
You're not.
I don't think so.
No. Well, even Clark Kellogg, one of them said in studio, it's like, I don't know how you worded it per se, but basically he insinuated the fact we play no defense. Basically like you just said, are they going to score 100 every game? Because if not, their defense is going to have to pick it up a lot.
Yes.
I don't know.
They're going to have to escape some games. Alabama is that type of team, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to beat anybody by 20 moving forward. Now, Grand Canyon is a good team. They were the lower seed. They won.
They can beat us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they can beat us.
They played a heck of a
St.
game
Mary's. And their school that's excited to be there, right?
Yep.
I had a Green Canyon picked on my bracket, so
I bet Vanderbilt wish they still had Bryce Drew right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, he might get a bigger job now, maybe.
AP, tell us how we can get in touch or how we can keep up with you on As We See It with you and Kelly.
Yeah, as AP and Kelly, As We See It, it's on many radio stations around the state of Alabama, and we put our schedule on the Facebook page and our personal page and our show page, and also on Spotify. You can listen to every single episode. And last week we had Dick Coffey. Dick has the football and basketball guide, so he spoke to us right from Spokane. He was there for the ball game. So he's been to many Alabama football games and basketball games. So we talked some basketball, SEC basketball, and some Alabama football as well. So this week we're going to have an interesting guest from Mogi Huma. Maybe you don't know that name. You're thinking, what did he just say? Mogi Huma. Yeah, but he was a linebacker at UCLA, but he's been for 20 years now advocating for athletes. He's helped get them insurance through the NCAA, and he's promoted the athletes of having specific rights, and he's been at the forefront and really a pioneer in that field. So I'm kind of interested. I've known Ramogi many years and spoken to him, and just have him on the show. We'll have a discussion now about all these athletes and if they're going to unionize, or they're going to be employees, or are they going to get more opportunities to make money, and what the direction of college athletics. So it'll be an interesting conversation. Ramogi Hima, yeah.
Sounds good, brother. We'll talk to you next Saturday. Hopefully.
Hey, thank you very much.
Have a great week,
SEC
buddy.
basketball. Let's see. Hopefully we got some basketball.
Still going, brother. Happens. That's right.
Man.
Appreciate you, brother.
You
thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
That was our friend AP Steadham on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. Time to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Bring a little caffeination inspiration to your next event with Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens. Turn up the heat in these cooler months with their signature products, including a full coffee menu, white chocolate mocha, lattes, frappes, energy drinks, lemonades, and teas. Travelin' Tom serves events of any size, concerts, neighborhood block parties, high school football games, you name it. Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens is sure to make any event a little sweeter. Visit Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens on Facebook or call them at 434-1734. Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens.
Now that you've got that new place on the water, BP Riverworks can finish the picture with a boathouse, dock, or seawall. Call Barron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks, licensed and insured, 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097. Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
This is Roman Colburn, former University of Alabama football player and 1992 national champion, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got head coach, the new head coach, the new old head coach. New head coach of the Elkmont girls basketball program, longtime coach at East Limestone. Coach Donnie Story is joining us this morning. Got him off the river. It's windy. It's probably too.
That's the only reason his tournament got canceled because of wind.
It's probably white capping on
our
Tennessee
tournament
right
director
now.
is a smart guy.
Yes, but hey, we're glad to have you, Coach.
Mike Rainey, the tournament director.
Mike Rainey, right?
No, it's me.
So last year, through circumstances, you get to coach the middle school, Elkmont middle school girls.
That's right.
Win the tournament.
That's right.
And I'm telling y'all, listen, for those that weren't there.
Not last year, last season, my bad.
And I think Coach Story will admit this. I don't know, maybe he don't want to admit it publicly, but y'all had no business winning that tournament. I mean, 4 seed, girls about, what do you average, 4'10" across the board?
We're pretty small.
I mean, young, Clement's really good. Wes really good. It was just amazing.
Is this just the middle school tournament?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was amazing to watch, and you did a great job with the girls. The girls responded to your coaching. You've been rewarded with that now, getting a varsity job, and exciting times is happening out at Elkmont.
It's been exciting. I wasn't really prepared for it because I had no idea if this was going to happen this year. But it's been a really good year, and those girls they bought into it, and then I bought into it, I guess, roundabout way. Me and him talked not long ago about sometimes.
Him being Coach Leg.
Him being Coach
Leg.
Leg.
On the radio.
Coach Leg. Coach Leg.
Yeah,
I am him.
Coach Leg, the face of radio.
It wasn't too long ago that me and him was on the phone one night, and he was talking about, that juice is getting flowing again, and wanting to be back in the coaching every once in a while. And
I always feel sorry for Coach. I mean, Coach Leg won. I mean, he
wants to coach,
man.
He's in admin right now.
And that's why I'm so happy for you. I mean, I've told my wife Tammy, and of course all of us know at the table.
Yeah.
I mean, this year got you. I've seen you this excited about basketball in a decade.
I was real excited. I love going to practice. Practice is my favorite thing about it, of course. But
that's where you learn.
Just the more we went, and the more I could see them improving as the year went on, it just got me excited about doing it again. And I'd actually told my wife, because I had no idea that Coach Wallace was going to resign, and I had told my wife, I said, I'm thinking about retirement, but if I found a little head coaching job somewhere, I'd be interested in hanging around a while, and it just happened that way.
That's God, man, opening up doors,
And that's what I told the community when we had a little meeting last Sunday. I said, the good Lord's telling me something, and
you gotta listen.
I'm just trying to follow.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna tell it like this. You coached East Limestone boys for years. Athletes on the floor that maybe didn't have to listen to coaches' words all the time because they have enough athletic ability to make buckets and make things happen. Is it different with the girls? Do they listen better? Are they taking directions better?
That's probably the first thing that I realized coaching girls was they actually listen and they aim to please.
I bet.
And especially middle school girls. Now, we'll see how high school girls react. But
now, of course, Coach Story made them cry first week.
Of course.
He had to get that out.
You got to get.
You wasn't supposed to let that story out.
My bad, Coach.
That's one of those locker rooms.
Oh, my bad. But you know what? They knew you stood. So.
Now,
he got results.
He got
Now,
results.
did Sam come to you and say, would you be interested?
Well, he had kind of told me, what he was thinking, and we kind of didn't say a word about it until he made his mind up, and then I went and talked to Graham, and I said, once he resigned, I said, I might be interested in this, so I applied, and, here
rest
we are.
They say is history.
Yeah.
So most of your girls moving up?
So we'll have about half of that team will move up, and some of them will play JV, and some of them may have to play varsity because we don't have but about 5 returning from the varsity team last year. We're going to be pretty young, and we'll just see. We had a great meeting last week when I met with them, and I think they're excited about some new stuff coming. And
now, do you feel like there's any girls walking the hallway that potentially could?
Y'all asked that question last week. I was listening.
We did.
There's always possibly one or two.
There's
always the topic about high school sports.
There's always a couple.
If you can convince.
There's one young lady in one of my classes. I kidded her earlier in the year about playing JV, and she'd say no. And last week I asked her again. I said, "Well, now you want to play basketball again?" And she's like, "No." I said, "Well, I want to ask you again." She's a great volleyball player.
Oh, okay.
But
she could help probably.
Yeah, I don't know how many's there, but we're going to take who wants to be involved, and we're going to build with it. That's what we're looking for.
And you got a new area.
Yeah, we got a great new area.
Yeah.
So that was quite a surprise.
Who's in your area?
So we're moving to an area in the other direction. We'll be with Asbury and Brindley Mountain.
Okay.
And we'll have Whitesburg Christian.
Okay.
And then the Alabama School for Technology and Engineering.
Wow. You do have a great new area.
Yeah, I lost Coach Legs Clements in Lauderdale County, but like we talked last night, there's going to be some serious bus rides for sure.
I was kidding with one of my friends was saying something about moving areas. I said, they was talking about how far of a bus ride. I said, it's a whole lot closer than what we could have went to.
That's true. That's the truth.
First of all, hey, man.
For a young team like that, it's probably going to do some good to try to start growing because those two teams are established and they're very good. They're coached really well, and so it may be good for us. So.
Yeah. And then that also changes the region later on. Like it's not Wallace, it's Jackson.
I would think so. I would think it would go to Jacksonville.
Jack
we
State,
would be fortunate to get that
Jacksonville.
Not Jack State anymore. Dummy.
I know. I'm old.
First of all, man, he deserved to be the coach. Man, he deserves it. He knows what he's doing. He works those girls hard. I'll give you a case in point. I'm not for sure. I live with one of the ones that he beat in the championship game, and I use that loss to Donnie to whip her about every day. but anyway, here's what happened, man. A guy like Coach Story here, Donnie, as I love to call him, he worked. When you lose, that's when you go to work. You can't win and not work. And I think that Donnie was preparing for them, and they were prepared, and he did a great job, and he'll continue to do a great job with them. I mean, he knows the game. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't hire him to do that job. I think he knows as much basketball as anybody in Limestone County. Sometimes we know football, we know baseball, we know basketball. We're not blessed with the dudes like some people are.
Yeah.
You know, and but at the end of the day, man, he's going to do a great job up there. I know he is. I mean, in the region they're in now, if he don't win, Grandma to fire everyone. We're not winning that region. That's what. Here's what's funny though, guys. Here's what's funny, Coach. It's Clements, it's Lauderdale, it's Colbert County, and Rogers. Where's Mars Hill?
Yeah.
Good
Playing
point.
where they want to play.
Good point. Yeah.
The Decatur Heritage of the West.
Yeah.
And anyway.
So are they officially punks now, Mars Hill, or?
Oh, they've been straight up for years.
Okay.
But anyway, good for him, man. I'm proud. You know, Graham's has done a good job up there. You know, I've known Joel forever, and man, I've known Donnie for as long as I've known anybody in Athens.
2 excellent varsity coach hires right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it worked out. You know, so you got this new blood coming in, and in a new area. I don't know. Things just look like they might be lining up.
It's like starting over, and let's see what we can do. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm excited. I'm ready to get started. You know, so.
And Donnie, just always remember, Todd, Jay, phone call away.
Yeah, boy.
Get a bus driver that'll drive them that can help them coach when they get there.
Absolutely.
Black.
Exactly. Yeah, Coach Story was my input from the sideline. I can assure you. Oh, my God. That would last 5 minutes. He'd say, please move up about 20 rows.
Coach invested in Bose headphones, Bose earbuds, noise canceling.
Oh, man.
One of my favorite videos, I've got several videos from that county tournament win. And one of my favorite videos is from one of our fans, and Todd just happens to be on the front row, and when the buzzer went off, he's jumping up, throwing his arms around, you know, and I was like, that's my boy.
That's right. Hurt my back, too.
You're welcome, I've also
girls.
Saw that video, and I called
Yeah, he
Todd.
did.
Said,
He called, oh, my God.
Against my kid.
Clint called me out. It wasn't 5 minutes after that thing was posted. I hadn't even seen it yet. He's like, yeah, I see how you are rooting against my little girl. I see how you
That's
are.
all right. That's the way I like it.
And I was like, but she played so good. I was rooting for her to do good.
These guys, ladies and gentlemen, these guys miss nothing. Absolutely nothing. I get a text message Sunday morning after the Iron Bowl. Hey, look who shows up on chasing Coach Freeze down the field. What? Wiping sleep out of what?
That was awesome, though, Tom.
It looked like a stalker, dude.
I know.
I was.
But I didn't say that.
I was. I'm gonna try to get a good video.
Well, what?
Back to Coach Story.
So, you know, you're not gonna have to change anything. We talked about that as far as philosophy, the way you like to play, and all, which is another thing because you know it's a really fun style. I mean, you have to work hard, obviously, on the defensive end, and you're not going to play them if they don't, and they know that. Yeah. But on the offensive end, you know, man, anybody would love to play that kind of get it and let's go, you know.
We're going to try, you know, and that's what I told the girls. You know, you have to, in basketball, you have to change your philosophy some because of who you have.
Yeah, right.
You know, if you don't have that kind of player.
If you end up with somebody 6'6" on the inside, well, then
But I told them in our first meeting we had, and I said, you know, my idea of basketball is play a lot of good defense and play really hard and play with an absolute great effort to start with, and the offense take care of itself. And my idea is to push it up and down the floor as fast as we can get it and take the first available shot, don't care where it's at.
That's right. And good defense turns that offense into that.
You don't subscribe to 5 passes before a shot, huh?
Absolutely not.
Coach, who you got now that you become the head coach? Who's going to do your middle school?
Well, we're still kind of working on that, but last year Stephanie Bentley, she helped me out quite a bit. She's a former player, and so right now she'll probably take over our middle school. She coached the last few years in our youth program, and
she's young.
Does a great job with it. She knows basketball, so more than likely she's going to be our middle school coach, and she probably coached most of the kids that she had last year.
Now, would she run her own style, or does she go with your style?
No, that's something I've already talked to them about.
Okay.
We'll kind of do the same thing from
and you got to. And that way, by the time they reach you, they know it.
I think that's very important that we do that. Last year we run a lot of stuff similar to what Coach Wallace ran, but that was one of his keys to getting me to do the middle school was to, hey, man, you do what you want to do, and you go home when you get done. You don't have to worry about coming to the varsity. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then by Christmas, I was sitting with the varsity, about every game anyway, because I fell in love with it, and I decided I'm going to be there.
Got the buzz again.
Got the buzz again, yeah.
You're talking about adjusting to what you got to do. How close do you think we are to the shot clock?
Well, I know there was another vote on it again this year, and I don't know how the Clements principal voted, but.
So who all votes?
First of all, it's
he'll know more about that than I do,
but now that Donnie's the head, man, a lot of shade being thrown towards Shane, towards
I ain't throwing no shade at him
at Elkmont, Coach Wallace. But here was the deal. When we played Trinity Presbyterian, a steroided version of Marcel, not really, but steroids as in a lot of players.
Yeah, Trinity Presbyterians.
They had 16 girls on the bench.
Stacked.
Our chances were we were going to work the clock so we could be ready to play at the end. It was strategy. It worked. Yeah. We missed a backdoor cut layup, which could have cost us the entire mood of the game. And I think it is all about momentum, and we lost a little bit of it there. But however, it doesn't really matter which way this goes. I mean, I voted. I think Donnie, I voted for it. I also voted for the private schools to be in their own league.
Yeah,
everybody did.
That's fair.
Everybody did.
It's amazing how the votes get lost or miscounted.
They do. I don't want to go there.
I will. I can.
I'm talking about another thing.
That's true too.
But anyway, it is what it is. But here's what it is for us. You got to buy us a shot clock.
That's true. That's going to be the holdback.
Yeah, that's it.
You're going to have. You got to buy the equipment.
Somebody to
have it installed. Then you got to train somebody to know the rules.
Yeah. Well, could they not do like
the button?
They got the cameras for the NFHS. I mean, didn't they provide those for all the schools? I mean, couldn't that be the same type of thing?
This is Donnie's interview time. Quit asking me the good question.
I mean, that just came to mind.
No,
I like the idea. I do like the idea, and a lot of coaches will tell you, like, hey, we want to run the shot clock because we're going to play fast and we're going to shoot it quick enough anyway. I like it defensively myself.
Yeah. The thing is too is preparing them for the next level.
I feel like I teach mine to play a little bit longer on defense.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Only thing I hate is the bonus deal with free throws.
Oh, it's ignorant.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ignorant.
You get used to it.
I get used to anything, but that don't mean
I caught
it's
myself
good.
a couple of times early in the year going, hey, 21.
I'm sure, right.
Everybody's looking at me like, hey, don't you know the rules?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, after doing it for 25 years,
I forgot.
Would you see the video of it's not the whole thing, but where the team held the ball for the entire first quarter?
I saw that last night. Yeah.
But
I mean, he's just standing out there, not doing anything.
Going back to what Coach Story said,
it's the deal. They got 5 seconds. All they got to do is put a defender on them.
You know what?
Rules
You're right. As a player,
already.
and I've never even thought about this, but if I know if I've only got to play defense for 30 seconds or whatever the shot clock said to, I'm going to give maximum effort.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just, right?
That's right.
I mean, if somebody considering you have to play for 2 or 3 minutes in a possession, you're finally like, just lay it up. I want the ball,
Even if you don't play the whole entire possession really hard, at least you get it close and they take a bad shot.
Exactly.
Yeah. The best thing about this year for him, he gets to host the county tournament.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey,
my wife's the one that's really excited about that.
I bet she is.
She's thinking about hospitality room now.
Well, all of us. All I know is this, the hospitality room. The year we had it, I made up an all hospitality room team. and I was going to give everybody certificates because the hospitality room, as Donnie will tell you, because he's fixed to have to do it, is made for someone to go in, enjoy it, and leave. You're not supposed to camp out there and spend the night in there.
Especially for short guys.
It's
right?
good, dude.
It's good, dude.
Off the air, I'll tell you my vote
That's
for
good,
all hospitality room team. But there's some guys that just hang.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, they keep bringing in new food all the time, so
You got to see what's coming in next.
You miss stuff.
That good old gin barbecue up there.
But the captain of it is up at Elkmont. I'll tell Donnie who that is off the air.
That sounds good. Speaking of off the air, it's time to take a break. What a segment, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
I'm excited about it. Glad to be here.
We're proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Elkmont's Clay Looney, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week, and winner of a gift card from the Athens Applebee's, along with a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter nominations for future polls. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. While others have come and gone, the Lions Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lions Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lions Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook, The Lions Den Gym, 256-652-2627. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Join us this spring for James Clemens baseball and softball from Play Action Sports. Hear action from the Jets and Lady Jets online at PASnetwork.net, on your PAS Plus app, or on your Alexa device by saying Open PAS Plus. If you miss it, you can also catch up on the online archives and hear select games Sundays at noon on WKAC Radio. James Clemens baseball and softball this season from Play Action Sports and 1080 WKAC.
This is head football coach Jonathan Snyder of Ardmore High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak?
It's just a freak show anyway.
I know. I'm listening to Jay. Jay had it going there. Hey, everybody. It's Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside Coach O.J. Vassar, Coach Clint Legg, Todd the Bod. The talent is in the house. Tomlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And the freaks come out at night, and Clay Freak Daddy Coleman is on the phone.
I figured y'all had played some really sad funeral music, or
I've had to put up with this crap all morning, brother.
I'm just glad Tim didn't find the Oakland Golden Grizzlies fight song.
I know, right? Well,
I did not even think of that.
I had a bunch of my Bama and Auburn fans give me grief after Kentucky, and all the responses back, I just said, "Hold my beer." after Auburn lost, so I don't know. It's
I wasn't gonna say nothing because I thought our time could be coming the way the whole SEC was falling left and right. So,
well, hey, brother, there was one Auburn fan I know that didn't give you any grief.
I gave 100%. 100%.
Absolutely.
You did.
And it come back, and I still got my butt beat last night.
Hey, I didn't give him no grief. I just gave him a coach's search candidate.
Oh, really?
That's been.
Well, you know what?
That's been.
Before we get into hockey, let's talk about that real quick. I mean, have you heard any rumblings on any of your boards or anything about, hey, Cal's time might be?
And Bruce ain't coming. So don't even think about that.
Yeah, no. The biggest talk right now is that Mitch Barnhart is having a meeting today. Their player meetings are Monday and Tuesday, and they're going to have a decision before then.
Wow.
I was just listening to Matt Jones, who does that Kentucky Sports Radio. He's given it about a 65-35% chance that Cal will not be there.
Wow.
And the rumors are already out saying that top choice would be Jay Wright coming out of retirement.
Oh, boy.
And then I guess the Baylor is it the Baylor coach Drew?
Scott Drew.
Yeah.
Scott Drew. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a good one.
I would not want to see Jay Wright though in Kentucky.
After last night, I'd rather have Bryce Drew.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. I mean, I think something has to change. I mean, Cal had come out and said basically that he's the game has changed and now he's getting beat by the older guys, but he's not changing that. He's not going in the portal. He's not bringing in older guys. And if he doesn't change it, Kentucky's going to make it change.
Yeah, but in his defense, and Clark Kellogg, I believe, is the one that brought it up, it's hard for him to reach out in that portal because they already have so much talent there. Who's going to come and possibly sit on the bench? That's why they're leaving where they're, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably hard for him to grab those players. I don't know.
Well, but here's the thing that's changed a little bit, and I don't like it at all. But with the NIL in basketball is way different than NIL in football.
Yes.
You're seeing, if you look at all the guys, the Purdue guy, Tennessee's guy, they're all seniors and they stayed.
Yeah.
And those guys probably would have went to the NBA last year to get their money, and they stayed. So, I don't think they care about sitting on the bench if they can get them $1 million.
That's true, too. I mean, as long as they're getting that cash, that's what it's turned into
it's
anyway.
Changed a lot. And I don't like it. And Kentucky has Calipari has no excuses because he literally has the money. He can get whoever he wants.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But that's the thing, too. They're going to have to change that. They're going to have to make it where these kids go out and get their own advertisements. It's supposed to be name, image, likeness, not a pile of money that is just divvied out. I mean, that's not what it was.
Yeah, right.
That's what they made it.
Right.
So,
right. Absolutely.
I don't know. It's a mess.
Well, let's move on.
I hate it, but it is what it is.
Yep.
Well, let's move on to hockey. Dad 316.
I don't get. Yeah. Let's move on to something that doesn't make a lot of money.
That's true.
Last night was fun. Yeah, my Dad 316. That was my wrestling shirt, and we put a good old school butt whooping on Knoxville, which is always fun.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. So last night was a good night. It was the 15th straight sellout. Pretty crazy. We were doing the math. It looks like military night is already sold out. So tonight will be the deciding factor. 17, and if that goes true, the end of the season of the 28 home games, we sold out 20.
That's
which
is great.
And there's only
crazy.
There's only 200 tickets left for tonight too. So.
Right. Yeah. It'll sell. Yeah.
Is there any other team even close in attendance in the league?
No.
Not
even close. Yeah. I haven't looked at the numbers. We hit like 154,000 or whatever and broke the record again. And last I looked, I don't think there's anybody within 50 or 60,000.
That's
fans.
awesome.
And to that point, Clay, if they didn't have other events at the Civic Center during the playoffs, you could have more sellouts.
That's true.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. They make that money for Disney on Ice and
Monster Jam
and Monster Jam and stuff like that. Yeah. And I know the fans and the fan cave, they get upset about that, and I get it. They have a lot of pride in the Havoc, and they want it to be something that people they should respect. But the respect of the color green is far greater than anything else.
Sure,
they're going to make some money, and I can't fault them for it.
So standings, obviously they've clinched a playoff spot. What's the chances of moving up or down? Very far one way or the other.
I don't think. I mean, the last I looked, I don't think we're really going to have a shot to get into that 4th spot. So it looks like we'll be that 5th seed, I think, unless something's changed the last time out.
So they play Fayetteville tonight, right?
Yeah.
So if they win, they're 1 point out of 4th place. According to the standings right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
How many games?
Well, they did have 4th for like a week.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
What I'm looking at right now, it's Fayetteville's at 62 points, and we're at 59. So we would be 1 point back, and then, like I said, we'd have that final military night. And I mean, there's a shot. I mean, it's not a no chance, but we're going to have to play out solid and not make any mistakes.
Yeah. Boy, it'd be nice to squeak in here and take that 4th spot.
Yeah, like I said, it helps. It helps to get, but, on our end, playing at the Iceplex, I don't know if that gives us much.
That's true.
Much home field advantage or not,
That's a good point.
So, yeah.
You get pulled over.
We'll see how that. No, that was a volunteer firefighter. I pulled over, but I didn't get pulled over.
Well, that's good. Brother, thanks.
That would have been a great thing for good radio there.
Yeah,
hey guys, good talking to you. I've got a ticket. I'll see y'all later.
Well, we had that happen with a dude we were talking to several years ago. Something went on. He had to just go. That was crazy.
How funny.
Well, brother.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, keep me in your prayers because I ain't too happy either. I put on a good facade, but so.
I've officially put Kentucky on a 1-year suspension, so I'm not even.
Well, you know what? Both y'all can just root for the Tide. Holler Roll Tide when you wake up and when you go to bed, and life will be great.
Yeah, or not.
Well, let me tell you about. I'll root for the Tide way before I root for them Volunteers. So that's for sure. I got you.
That's true.
All right, brother. Thanks. Right. We'll talk to you next week.
Guys,
see you tonight, bud.
Bye. See you.
Freak Daddy Clay Coleman himself, our Huntsville Havoc hookup. It's time to take a quick break. We're going to come back on top of the hour with our special guest segment, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Home security is not what it used to be. With Secure Connect and Smart Home integration features, you can unlock your doors and turn off your alarm from your Smart Home app. No more hiding a key under a rock. Get Secure Connect and live life connected. Call Ardmore Telephone Company at 800-830-9946 to secure your home today.
P4 Therapy is an outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner receives a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Tailgate Talk.
Hi there, this is Kevin McLeod, former Auburn Tiger, former NFL running back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the hour here. Tom McClung, old Tomcat, War Eagle Patrick Sullivan. Coming to you in a second, brother. Coach Clint Legg is wearing the A with the mullet on the side. And Tojo J. Vassar, Todd the Bod, the talent, tumbling, and producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And we have on the Yellowhammer special guest hotline Patrick Sullivan, a former guest. He's been on the show before, and we're going to be discussing the Sullivan to Beasley Race to End CTE 5K Fun Walk. Hey, Patrick, welcome back, dude.
Hey, good morning, fellas. War Eagle.
War Eagle, man. Even though we got a little short yesterday, I'll still scream it till the...
Oh, that was heartbreaking, wasn't it?
Heartbreaking is one word. Actually, it's two words, but yeah. One way.
I was pulling for them. Coach Pearl's done a fantastic with those players, and I thought they had a chance to go far in it.
Yeah, there's things we could talk about, and I don't want to go down that ditch right now because this CTE 5K thing is it's personal to me as well. My son played college football.
Okay.
He's okay. I mean, it's contributed to things. I mean, where it be headaches or stuff like that it's something that's personal to me. I'll just put it there and leave it at that. But talk about a little bit what's going on, what's it for, and of course we know who your dad is, Pat Sullivan, number 7, the legend at Auburn, and Sullivan to Beasley will never be forgotten as long as people like us are still alive. So.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. First of all, hey, thank you for allowing me just the opportunity and reaching out to talk about this. It is something that we as a family are learning quite a lot about and recognizing there is a need for awareness. And I think there's just people just don't know. And you had mentioned my dad. My dad had throat cancer. Most people are familiar kind of with his journey, and he had a lot of radiation and chemo and a lot of the neurological kind of issues that we thought he was having as a result of those treatments were actually attributed to the CTE, which CTE, for those that don't know, is called chronic traumatic encephalopathy. So it's a progressive neurological disease that affects people that have repeated concussions and like traumatic brain injuries. But what most people don't understand, you don't have to have concussions in order to have CTE. It's the repetitive subconcussive hits that can also lead to it. Yeah. So there is awareness that we're wanting to bring for players, whether it's female or male, playing football or soccer or boxing or whatever. It's the cumulative repetitive hits that they have at an early age leading up that leads to this. And it shows up whenever it wants to. We didn't find, you can't be diagnosed with CTE until after you pass away. There's not a diagnostic test that you can run right now. And so we had my dad's brain donated following his passing back in 2019 and found out that he had stage 3 CTE.
Wow.
So
who did that study, Patrick?
So it's a great question. There's a Unite Brain Bank in Boston. There's just a wonderful with Boston University. There's a Dr. Ann McKee that does a majority of these. I think they have over 1,500 brains that they have autopsied now. Over 400 NFL players have been diagnosed post-mortem as having CTE. So this race that you had asked about earlier is something that my family feels very strongly about, just bringing awareness. We want it to be fun. We want it to be engaging and interactive. So we'll have a great time doing it, but it's just about bringing awareness to it.
Patrick, tell us the location and how can folks get involved?
Yeah, so the location's it's on Saturday, April 20th. We're going to do registration at 9 a.m. The fun walk is going to be at 10 a.m. and it's at the Samford University Track and Field in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay. Cool. Beautiful campus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That'll be
Wonderful
perfect.
campus. It's right across the street from the campus, and we'll be walking down kind of Lakeshore. There's a walkway right down Lakeshore Drive.
That's pretty.
It's going to be a beautiful day. One thing that I do, if you don't mind me, just kind of sharing some of the symptoms that patients may progressively start enduring over time is, shortness and long-term memory loss. Difficult making decisions, like impulse control is one thing that's recognized. Hand tremors, kind of aggressive behavior, hallucinations, paranoia, anxiety. And a majority of these athletes that you see, you saw Aaron Hernandez years ago with the Patriots. He kind of ended up, committing suicide. You had Junior Seau had committed suicide. You have Kenny Stabler and Ray Perkins have also been diagnosed. So there's some Alabama and local, people that you are familiar with that have had CTE and been diagnosed with it. So I really just wanted to kind of share that. There is a helpline for it, and then I can share that to you with you guys offline. So if you have any loved ones or people that you have suspected CTE, we'd love to kind of get you in touch with those people at the Legacy Concussion Foundation.
Now there's really not a lot of treatment out there for it if they can kind of determine that obviously they can't until after you pass. But I mean, if they think that if you're having those strong symptoms, you can treat the symptoms. But
you're exactly right.
Yeah, it's that's such a tough thing, and there's no telling how many hundreds and hundreds of others who have passed that actually had it that we'll never know to this point. But
Patrick, have they established a connection with CTE and dementia or Alzheimer's?
They have.
Okay.
Matter of fact, so what happens in CTE? Your brain starts kind of deteriorating, and there's a protein in it called tau, T-A-U, that's the only way that you can kind of diagnose it. And there are 4 stages of CTE, and based on the amount of this protein called tau, once they diagnose it, they determine kind of what your staging is. And like I said, Dad had stage 3, which was the same stage that Aaron Hernandez had with some of the issues that people are familiar with that followed the Patriots and kind of his journey.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, you certainly don't have to share if you'd rather not. But
sure.
Obviously he was going through the throat cancer and all that. But what were y'all seeing along the lines that maybe y'all thought, hey, maybe Dad's got CTE, and was he being aggressive or just real forgetful or whatever?
A little bit of all of it. And that's the one thing about CT and the progressive nature of it is, you would go through stages, and at each stage, something else would show up, and then something else would probably go away. So there were at times where, he might get frustrated, and Dad was just a gentle being.
Oh, he was good, man.
And so like when we say aggressive with him, that acts out in different ways for different people. His might just be kind of like impulsive or just kind of aggressive, just kind of maybe snapping.
Right.
Or there's some, like, yes, you mentioned dementia, like just decision making, just kind of being somewhat forgetful or not recognizing if he's watching a television show, kind of forgetting who a character was. Like we watched on repeat Texas Walker Ranger and Matlock, and so you have those repetitive characters, and over the progression and toward the end of my dad's life, he started truthfully just kind of like, okay, now who is that again? And so you attribute it as people getting older to having dementia, but the root cause of it was the CTE. And so there's a lot of things. My mom and my nephew and I went to Las Vegas about 7 weeks ago, the weekend before the Super Bowl. And the Legacy Concussion Foundation brought 50 families, they're called legacy donors, back to share in the latest research and to share stories about their loved ones.
Nice.
And just an emotional, eerily similar stories. I was sitting next to a gentleman who was sharing about his son who was 23 years old in law school, who one day he had played soccer throughout his entire, career and life and through college, and decided to walk up a 17-story building and jump off. I don't even have words to describe, and there's a story after story after story of just the emotions and the kind of the courageous. It's hard to get up and share a very vulnerable story like that. And so I didn't have words. I literally just put my arm around him and we just sat in silence for a few minutes. But the thing about it was to share their life, to share their journey, to share their experiences, because I think anybody that goes through a traumatic experience with a loved one, you want their life to count for something, and to make sense of it, you have to do good with it.
Yeah.
And so with Dad and cancer, we started a survivorship program, and now learning about CTE and coming emotionally involved with these other families, we want to help educate families and loved ones where if they see these types of behaviors, there is treatments for it in the realm of psychological and counseling and kind of hope that, hey, we can progress through this stage, and it might be something later, but we can get through this now.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's kind of one of the things that we wanted to share kind of as a family with this particular fun walk.
And y'all are to be totally commended, because each and it's a God thing, to be able to go out there and share that. And you're having to relive it every time you get out there and talk about it, and I don't know that maybe after the 100th time it's easier than the first time, but still, you know what I mean? It's an emotional, I can't imagine that day in Vegas hearing all those different stories, one after the other. That had to be draining, emotionally and mentally and everything else. But hats off to you and your family for wanting to help others that have gone through the same thing.
Well, if Dad were here, and he would say, look, if it takes me going through this in order to help somebody out, he would gladly step in that place. And we just want to honor him and kind of his legacy and help others. And so that's what we're doing.
Certainly.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Terry Beasley recently pass away?
He did pass away. He too had struggles.
Yeah.
He had suspected CTE. Now, we can't say he definitively had CTE because he hasn't had his brain donated and autopsies and things like that done. That is a personal decision based on what families want to do. But articles have been written about, kind of having suspected CTE and the numerous concussions that he had, playing in college and in football. Yeah.
You bring up a good point. And I brought up earlier about, the hundreds of that have gone undiagnosed. How hard was it a decision to send your dad's brain off for that? You know what I mean? That's a personal thing, obviously. Did y'all have a hard time struggling with that decision? Was everybody in on it?
Quite honestly, I don't think we thought twice about it.
That's
really good for y'all.
After you, it's really no different than donating your heart for somebody that's having a living. I mean, if somebody can learn something from a passing, of what you've gone through. So not only do they need suspected brains, they also need healthy brains to do comparative analysis. So my encouragement would be anybody not only to donate their heart, but their brain as well. And because there's something that can be learned from it. So no, but we didn't think twice about it, and especially once like Dad struggled. I mean, it was It was an emotional, it was a psychological, it was a physical. I use the word journey because, there were good days and there were bad days.
Right.
But the more that we could learn about it in order to have closure and then help educate others, the better. The first time I heard about CTE was probably maybe the concussion movie with Will Smith. That's probably when I first started kind of having a little bit of understanding of what it was. Yeah. Now, I certainly didn't think ever that it would impact our family the way it has. But I think similarly, we know dozens of people that we come across with that have, that kind of understand where Dad was. And we hear stories daily of, hey, do you think my dad or my so-and-so, my uncle or my son, could have had that or could have that now? And the answer is, very likelihood, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever, or y'all's family ever worked with Chris Nowinski in what he does with CTE?
So you're exactly, yes. So Chris Nowinski, I'm glad you brought him up. He started the Concussion Legacy Foundation. Yeah. So he was running that program out in Las Vegas when we went. So we spent a great deal of time with Chris and Dr. Ann McKee, who is with the Boston Brain Bank at Boston University. And she was there, and she was the one presenting the information.
That's great.
So... yeah, no, this is really helpful. I can get emotional just because I loved my dad, and if anything, it's one of those things where I'm grateful for the opportunities to help educate, and if it helps one person, then I'm glad to share these emotions.
Well, y'all are certainly doing that.
Yep.
Helping more than one for sure.
We appreciate everything you've done, but brother, we got to go. It's thank you so much for joining us.
Share
Patrick.
One more time real quick. The date, April 20th. And
April 20th.
So it's April 20th. We're doing April 20th on a Saturday. Registration's at 9. 10 o'clock is when we're going to start the fun walk. It's at the Samford University Track and Field across from Samford University in Homewood, Birmingham, Alabama.
Awesome.
All right.
Now, is there some way people can donate to this who might
just don't want to walk? We're fat.
Don't want to walk or can't make it down.
I tell you what, I have we have a link to a donation page, and I'll tell you what, I'll find y'all's page. I'll send it to you, and if you want to forward it out, they can go to your website.
That works, and I'm also you and I are Facebook friends, so Tom McClung is the name. You can
yes, sir.
You can send it to me, and I can forward it to the guys as well.
Hey, that'd be fantastic.
Thank you so much, Patrick.
Appreciate everything, man.
Hey, y'all have a wonderful day, and thank y'all so much.
Thank you, buddy.
Take care.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Bye. That's good interview.
Great interview.
April.
Didn't even talk football.
No, didn't even talk football. April 20th, 2024 registration at the Samford University Track and Field. Walk begins at 10 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a break. We shall be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk anywhere you go by downloading the PAS Plus app for your Android or iPhone. We'll be back with more after this.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, located at 105 South Marion Street, open weekdays 9 to 5. Call 256-232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP.
Bring a little caffeination inspiration to your next event with Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens. Turn up the heat in these cooler months with their signature products, including a full coffee menu, white chocolate mocha, lattes, frappes, energy drinks, lemonades, and teas. Travelin' Tom serves events of any size, concerts, neighborhood block parties, high school football games, you name it. Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens is sure to make any event a little sweeter. Visit Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens on Facebook or call them at 434 844-1734. Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens.
If your place on the water needs some attention, call BP Riverworks. Boathouses, docks, seawalls, and repairs. Call Baron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks. Licensed and insured 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is James Clemens boys basketball coach Francis Sullivan, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Take a bite of one of these wonderful grilled chicken quesadilla slices, and producer says 10 seconds. Oh man, I should have got started earlier. Hey, it's time to talk to our. We don't have them online. We've got them in studio. Andrew McCartney, the assistant girls soccer coach, and Chelsea Hurst, the head girls soccer. I've struggled this morning with how some of our stuff was listed online, so I'm making sure I get the names right and the school right and everything else. So we talked out. You said you guys played in the rain last night.
We did. We had an area match last night against Randolph.
Okay. Now, are they punks, Todd?
Yeah.
Or are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coaches will even admit to that.
It's a running joke we have here about certain schools, and Todd especially will list them whether they're in the punk category or not.
All right.
I wish y'all would schedule Decatur Heritage. Beat just 12 to nothing. Just whatever. But
we'll
anyway.
see if we can do that next year.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about the season.
Yes.
What's the record right now?
Right now we are 9-4-3.
Nice.
That's good.
Currently ranked number 6
in the state.
In 6A.
Sweet.
Our JV group, got to brag on them a little bit. They are 13-0-1.
Wow.
They have scored.
Right.
They've scored 75 goals and allowed 4.
Wow. Y'all
great
smoking people.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's going to be hard to schedule for next year.
Yeah.
So people were like, no.
No, we ain't playing.
This your JV team? That's
our JV
what grades is that? Because JVs vary from the 10th and 11th or 9th and 10th?
No, our JV team is mainly 7th and 8th graders.
Holy smoke.
Wow.
So, boy, no wonder you're smiling. Yeah, I've got them coming
The future's bright at the Golden Eagle.
Yeah.
We got a lot of talent coming up. So.
Wow. So I assume a lot, if not most, are club players.
Oh, yeah. They, Cottontown and Andrew did a lot with that at Cottontown.
Yeah.
I love that name, too.
Yeah.
I always have.
So a lot of them playing club there. They play together all year long, and so that's been a huge advantage for us.
I bet. Now, what are the difference between what they do at club and what y'all do in high school as far as philosophy or strategy? You know what I mean? Like, are y'all close to similar, or is it totally different? So you're having to kind of retrain their brain.
Yeah, so I think the biggest difference between like high school and club, right? When you're at club, you're training and you go and play all these different tournaments. So you schedule so many different tournaments throughout the year, and you're really trying to get the team progress to be able to go perform in that tournament and bring back medals.
It's more about winning than fundamentals.
Exactly, right. And I mean, you're teaching the fundamentals, and that's why we started Cottontown here in 2019, was realistically to create a program here locally to be able to help the local schools that we necessarily didn't have, and provide additional area for the girls to go play at a little bit different, and learn those fundamentals and be able to create a long-standing program with the high school and the local high schools around the area. But the biggest thing, right, is from a high school perspective, you're looking at it of all year you're focused on one goal. We're going to win a blue map. We're going to win a state title, and that's the end goal. And so every game is to, hey, how can we change it up? How can we do this to make sure that the end result is the best, not end results throughout the season on different tournaments. I think that's the biggest difference.
Now, when you reach the state level, how's soccer broken up? Is it just 6A or is it 6A, 7A?
So we're just
5,
6A.
Okay, so it's there's
6A has a little disadvantage too. We got an extra round than everybody else because there's so many 6A teams.
Oh, yeah, that is a disadvantage.
But
just win, baby.
You just got to win.
That's right. That's right.
That's a quote of Al Davis.
I mean, y'all are a lot younger than the rest of the people sitting at this table. They're not as young as we are, but anyway. But growing up, soccer is just taking off so much around here. I mean, that's not something it wasn't even around.
Not in the county. It was at Athens.
Well, it was at Athens, but I
mean,
none of the county schools had it. There wasn't. I don't remember any summer rec leagues. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's just exploded. It's just now you've got the team, the football club in Huntsville, and do y'all ever go over there and
match up with the big city?
Yeah, I mean, I've got season tickets there at Huntsville FC, and it's good. It's good to see the sport grow around here, as you mentioned. I mean, Doug Harbin and Ron Oakley were massive, right, starting the soccer programs here back in the early days of it, and they've grown it since. And so, Coach Oakley and Doug both went into the high school program and grew it in the early 2000s. And then I had the opportunity to slide in with both of them, and then I moved back off. And then Chelsea brought me in to be able to come back into the program. So I've kind of see it grow. But to your point, it's grown and it continues to grow tremendously as the sport gets more recognition.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how many girls y'all typically have come out?
This year was probably our biggest year. We had well over 60. And we did our tryout.
Y'all to make cuts.
We did and that was for varsity, JV, and middle school. Yeah. And we still have full rosters.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How many y'all use?
That did my next question. How many do you carry on your roster?
Right now we're sitting at. I think our middle school has 16. Varsity and JV has 19, 20.
Okay. Those are good numbers. Absolutely good numbers. And then with what you've got coming up.
Oh, yeah. We'll have 5 seniors that graduate. And so we just keep.
How many keepers do you keep on the roster?
Too many keeps.
Too many keepers. Yeah.
Well, right now, our varsity, we just have one goalkeeper.
Okay.
We have several on the field that we could pull in for back. If we had to.
If you had to, I got you.
But Lauren is a freshman.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Nice.
And she's outstanding. She's like, I don't really want to play in the goal. I'm like, tough.
See, that would be my number one deal. I'll be like, let's see, run up and down this field or stand right here. I'm good. I'll just block this right here.
It's funny because Lauren does all these different goalkeeper tournaments on all these different things, and she's won a lot of them in Georgia and Tennessee and different things like that. And then
so it's like skill competition type.
It is, awesome. And then they get in one-on-ones with the other goalkeepers from across the country, and she's won several of them. And then she comes to us and she's like, I mean, I like it, but I'd like to play in the field. And she's good in the field, but it's like, sorry, you got to go do this.
No, you're an award winner, so we know where you're going.
We played Columbia, Tuesday night, and we were up by a few, and she was like, let me go. And so we pulled her out of the goal, and she scored, and she's like, that's the highlight of my career.
Wow.
And I was like, well,
not the 20 blocks or whatever saves. You know.
And it's
she got to score, and
it's fun to see the other girls. They're like, yeah, let's get Lauren out of the goal, and she gets in, and then she scored, and we were like, immediately, you're coming off.
All right, you're out.
Yep.
That's awesome, and it's cool that y'all gave her the opportunity too.
I was like, don't get used to it.
Now, who's in y'all's area?
Yeah, I was just going to ask,
So our area, Columbia and Randolph, Muscle Shoals, but they don't have a girls team.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's unusual.
Very.
Mm-hmm. So the boys.
But they only have so many recruitment money that they can,
is that what it is?
Yeah. They don't have enough to go towards the girls.
They're all budgeted toward football.
Did I say that out loud? I said that out loud.
I didn't say it.
I said it out loud.
Not touching that one.
Yeah. Well, Todd's not an employee of the city or county. He can say what he wants.
I'm not an employee of nothing. Tim doesn't even pay me. All this talent, and I don't get paid. I know y'all are thinking crazy, right? Yeah.
Don't say anything.
I'm getting mozzarella sticks.
You get mozzarella sticks, man.
Yeah, Andrew does it out of the goodness of his heart, too.
We suffer for the cause, buddy.
We do. I like it. I mean, I have the ability to coach I used to coach at the club level, and then I was blessed enough to get recruited, and last year went and coached at UT Southern and helped with their men's program up there. And then
a couple of Tanner boys up there, I think, isn't it? A couple of kids from Limestone County.
Used to be. Not anymore. Most of the primary group of that we have is primarily international. We do look to bring a lot of local kids in as much as we can, but most of our varsity group is, from Japan, Cameroon, just all over the place.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Well, talk a little bit about y'all's journey just come up. Why soccer? Like growing up, why were y'all like, yeah, that's what I want to play. That's what I want to do.
Well,
because I'm telling you right now, I'm not running them down that field pitch.
He wouldn't run up down that pitch.
Yeah.
When he was young, I knew him.
I guess I started playing second grade or so. My parents taught me how to water ski and all this stuff when I was little, and I just needed to do something where I could get some energy out, and let's try soccer.
That'll do.
They didn't know anything about it. Took me out to the little AYSO program. I'm from Lincoln County, Tennessee. Started playing AYSO, kind of fell in love with it, and I was kind of good at it. I was fast, and I was like, I love to score goals.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. And so just kept playing. Played at Lincoln County, then went and played at UTC in Chattanooga.
Nice.
And I was like, came back, and I was like, what do I do now? And so I started coaching a little club team in Fayetteville and got a teaching job here. And
the rest, as they say, is history.
The rest is history. And then,
so this is your first high school job?
I coached at Fayetteville High School, Fayetteville City.
Okay.
Started the girls program there. Did middle school boys there, and then got my teaching job here 8 years ago. Been here ever since.
So how long have you been coaching here at Athens?
This is year 7 as a head coach.
Okay.
Okay. So you mentioned coaching the middle school boys. And this question for both y'all, coaching boys versus girls.
I tell my girls this all the time. Like, my middle school boys group, they would run. Coach, what wall do you want me to run through today? Like, they just had that different energy, that fire. And but I do love coaching the girls. We do have a.
They probably take direction really well, right? No. That's interesting. Coach Story, we just had the girls basketball coach on. He coached boys for a long time.
Yeah.
And he felt like the girls took a better direction than the
They do.
boys.
They do. I think the boys just.
Still teenage girls.
And teenage boys.
Bingo. Yeah, but we are blessed. We have a really good group of kids. But it is different. And he says it quite often. Why did I get into coaching girls?
I mean, it's fun, right? I mean, to her point, grew up playing soccer the entire time here locally in Athens. Yeah. And then, after graduated high school, got involved with the high school program there immediately. And then just continued to go into their college and everything like that. But, I mean, to your point, I think it's fun to see the different personalities. I think that's the biggest thing, right, between the boys and the girls. And, the way you coach is a little bit different. You can get a little bit more vocal from time to time with the guys. And with the girls, it's a little bit more individual based, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a blessing to what, Coach Hurst has been able to do is the understanding of what her players are and who her players are. I think is a big thing of what
and you got to be able to do that, right? I mean, you might raise your voice for this young lady, but maybe not so much for the another one. And then filling out those personalities, like you said, Coach, that'd be a lot of juggling.
It's a lot more messaging to the entire group rather than an individual, like, I'm going to ream you, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot different.
Coaching girls, they cry sometimes.
They do?
Mm-hmm. They do.
Some do.
Some do. Not all.
Not all.
And some just
he's a girl dad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Now, Andrew, I'm neighbors with Coach Oakley, and I know he retired, but he's still out there every day, right, helping.
Not this year as much as he has been in the past. I mean,
he's still involved.
He still is. He's still, we go down the Foley playing tournament down there, and he's still there with Miss Leah.
Yep. He loves it.
He does. He's always going to be a figurehead there. You can't take what he was able to do to build that program away ever, and we shouldn't.
Yep.
And so, as much as we try to, and what we want to build our own thing, at the end of the day, the legacy that we're building that came from him, right? We're building off the legacy that Coach Oakley and Coach Auburn created there. So.
Well, and y'all are doing it really well. So
Well, thank you.
Hats off to y'all, because it's a lot of work and dedication. And now, how many more games y'all have left on the schedule? Because it can't be a whole lot more, right?
No.
Is it even 10?
No, it's probably 6.
Okay.
Oh, y'all getting close to the end then, aren't you?
Yeah, this is kind of our
playoff.
No. Okay.
Now, y'all selling ferns, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you
go.
They, how do we get in touch?
Some ferns?
How do we get in touch with y'all
Everybody
about
needs
selling
ferns.
Because I know Miss Leah, we buy one from them every year. So how does?
Well, unfortunately, that one just ended. But
oh, okay. I'm sorry.
we always have extra, so
But I know it's a big fundraiser.
It is.
Because we buy every year. So, but
who would have thought ferns?
Ferns.
They are. They're great fundraisers. Sure are.
I know they always come with a truckload all the time.
Yep.
They come with a warranty because my thumb is not green.
You can't do. You can't kill a fern.
Oh, you can.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you don't water.
Yeah.
Come see my front porch. It's
That's funny. Well, coaches, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Don't be strangers. Come back.
Thank you.
Come
Anytime.
We're rooting for y'all rest of the
luck.
season.
Yeah.
And good luck. And real quick before we let you go, so how do you feel about moving forward? Do you feel like chances of how far do you feel like you're going? You gonna bring the blue trophy home?
Hey, that's the goal, and we have the talent. We just got to put it together at the right time.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing.
I think that's the biggest thing. We were talking about it a little bit. Is this is kind of our all-star break because it's spring break, right? So we get a little bit of a week break, and then we come back and have a little bit of time to get ready for the final push. And at the end of the day, it's to her point. It's finding the right puzzle pieces to put on the puzzle to make sure that we can do what we need to do at the end of the season. That's what we got to do.
We'll be rooting for y'all to do it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again for joining us, Coach Chelsea Hurst, Coach Andrew McCartney, Athens girls soccer coaches. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Missed part of this week's show? Archives are available on our website. You can also hear us on your favorite podcast platform, including iTunes, Google, Amazon, and more. Just check out the podcast page at tailgatetalk.net for a list of available apps and links. We'll be back with more of Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday 7:30 till noon.
For screen printing, sign printing, banners, logo design, and more, look no further than That Shirt Printing Place. Located at 709 North Jefferson Street in Athens. Call 256-444-1827. That Shirt Printing Place. Visit them online at thatshirtprintingplacellc.com. Look for them on Facebook too. That Shirt Printing Place. 256-444-1927. That Shirt Printing Place.
PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's play action sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clement Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hey, this is Jared McIntyre, former wide receiver for the Auburn Tigers, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're
in between smacking
these appetizers. What we got over there? We got any mozzarella sticks left?
You got three.
Over here.
Three. I was finna say Todd. Don't put them in front of Todd. Heck, he's worse than Bama Zach.
No, I'm not a big mozzarella guy.
Mazza.
Oh, it's Bama Zach's.
Mozzarella.
And little chicken nuggets and
that's the kind of pizza Bonnie like, wasn't it? Mozzarella.
Mozzarella, that's right. I like mozzarella. A guy I used to work for always said he didn't like pizza because it smelled like feet. He couldn't get it past his nose.
Oh, wow.
That's Parmesan, though.
I started to say that's the Parmesan.
Oh, that's great. Tom McClung here, ladies and gentlemen. Old Tomcat alongside Coach Clint Legg, Tojo J. Vassar, Todd the Bod, Tomlin, the Talent, and producer extraordinaire.
God, I love that.
Tim Lambert. Ain't that something?
I like that better than Todd the Bod.
Yeah, Todd the Talent.
Todd the Talent.
It's all right.
Got a little,
So we're going to have to talk with the principal, whoever is in charge of these Clement soccer coaches. They're not here yet.
I can talk.
Do you know anybody to talk about them?
Yeah,
talk to him.
Talk a little bit about what's going on at Clements.
Talk about what's going on at Clements right now, Coach.
Coach Parker. You know, he's put in several good years there at school, and very appreciative of what he's done. And he's decided to move on. He took a job in Sheffield to be kind of over their weight program in the city and be an assistant coach over there. And best of luck to him. And now we've moved on, thanks to Jay, who's my technical support because I don't know what I'm doing. Jay,
social media director.
That's right, social media director. He put it out there, and I've put it on the website on the AHSAA. We've got about 40, I would say, Todd.
Holy smoke!
Resumes and stuff that's come in. And
okay, let me ask you something stupid. That's a lot. Will every one of them be interviewed?
No.
I didn't think so.
I mean,
that's not stupid.
I mean, that's a great question,
Good question.
And some people just see it and put it out there. You know, like me and Rusty Bates used to talk a lot about people applying for bus driving jobs that don't have CDL license.
Yeah.
It's kind of sort of the same kind of thought processes. There's 40 on my desk. However, there's several that are not qualified at all that I've never heard of before, but I've got a great pool of about 5, 6, 7 that I really am interested in talking to.
That's awesome.
Really am, and I want somebody. You know, I brought the kids in and asked them what they wanted, and
you know what, I love that, dude. You didn't have to do that.
Nah,
sure didn't.
But I asked them, you know, what's some qualities you want in a head coach, and they told me several, and I wrote them all down. Then I told them, you know, as far as it goes here, I said there's nobody that I feel like in our community that's more qualified to pick it, that put as much sweat equity in Clements football as I did for 2 years down there, and the other buddies of mine that I really trust and depend on did the same. And I'm not going to have. They're going to be the ones in there listening to what's going on, and the ultimate decision, I guess, will be mine. But like I said, I'm looking. You know, I always look to upgrade wherever I go, whatever I do, and we still need a couple more kids out. We still need some more. I think our weight room is going good. I want it, to continue to get better in that aspect, and I think our schedule's schedule friendly, and I I'll be looking forward to hire this guy. I'm going to use the next month, a little bit April, to choose him. And I want him in at the May board meeting to get in there. And if they want to do spring training, we're going to get it done.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you think you'll have somebody in place in order to be able to have
I absolutely will.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to it. And those out there that you got to know somebody, and I don't want a resume from Ricky Hargrove, but anywhere else.
You'd have to hire him away from Shelby, though.
Oh.
No way. I'm not taking that guy for doing that. So
absolutely.
Hire him away. I think Shelby give him away. Probably.
We got a special guest that's just joined us here to my left.
Hello.
Her name is Vax.
Love that name.
Ain't it though?
We're not anti-vax.
No, we're not anti-vax. Not here.
That's good.
Absolutely not. She is one of our patented servers out here. Are you manager or anything?
No, I'm one of our servers here at Applebee's here in Athens.
You always take great care of.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Tell us about the specials, what you got, what you're promoting. Because we already know the food's good because we're sitting here, munching on it, smacking on it between commercials. So what's going on here at Applebee's with their specials today?
Of course, we've hit spring break finally. We've got some new drinks, as well as we have been named America's favorite for boneless wings. And a double-blind taste test, we actually won. We are official. We got banners and everything.
That's not a single blind. That's a double blind.
That is double blind.
There's a difference.
So our boneless wings are 50 cents for the next 3-4 weeks, and you can come
Did you say boneless wings?
Boneless wings.
Is it unlimited, or do you have to...
you can, as much as you can eat, you can order, and
That's pretty darn good deal.
50-cent boneless wings.
$2 for $1, probably. I don't know. Maybe.
Come in with a 20, and we'll just look at you like, all right, you're ready. Let's go.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, some of the favorite flavors there is obviously honey barbecue, sweet Asian chili. Our sweet Asian chili is a little spicy if you like tangy.
That's too much for me.
Yeah.
Too much for me.
It's too much for you.
I bet Bama Zach would have tried that.
Yeah.
Not hot enough. Not hot enough for Bama.
And slowly creeping in as a favorite is our garlic parmesan, actually.
Really? Garlic parmesan's good stuff.
Do you like them?
I do, yeah. We have a power shift at the beginning of the day just to kind of test everything out, and we actually try some of the wings every once in a while, and they're still really good.
What's your favorite?
My personal favorite is honey barbecue.
Yeah, mine too.
I am a sucker for honey barbecue. If it's got ranch with
Yours
it.
is really good too. Absolutely. Yeah, all the ranch, man. Dip that whole sucker in there, man.
Just drop it down.
Dunk it.
Just drink it at that point.
Right,
Excuse me, sir. You got something on the side you go to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's ranch.
But other than our wings, we actually have some new drinks.
Okay.
We've got a new Long Island iced tea called the Adios. It is a blue Long Island iced tea with Smirnoff vodka, our Bacardi rum, and gin, blue curacao with lemon sour.
Drink that, Adios.
I was going to say adios is the right word.
They are $5, as well as our all-day $5 margaritas are still going strong for happy hour. We also have a mocktail on the beach for anybody who's trying to still enjoy themselves, but a little bit more laid back.
Sounds like Jay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do y'all still have the 12-minute guarantee?
I believe we do, yes, sir.
Like lunch.
I was just wondering if I needed to change my spot that I run during the show. It's been running for a while.
Applebee's has been so good to us for so long. We sometimes, not forget, but, it may get lost in the shuffle. We love Applebee's, love being here. Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Yep.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you go to school?
Oh, well, I'm originally from Mississippi. I moved here right before.
I didn't think you sounded like us.
Biloxi.
Biloxi. Oh, you from the south part.
Uh-huh.
And it's Biloxi. It's not Biloxi. For all you northern people here don't know how to pronounce it.
So how'd you end up here?
Well, my dad lives out here, and I finished up school. I went to William Carey, a private university for film. That's why I'm always hounding you guys with your radio show. I love all the stuff here. And I moved in with him. It's been a while since I've seen him, and it's been really great.
Well, good.
So how long have you been in town?
Maybe 3 months now.
I was fixing to say you're new around this. We see a lot of servers and everything coming in here. So
Yep, I'm one of the newbies, but this is already home for me.
Good for you.
You said
Good
film.
area.
What in film do you want to do?
I want to be a director. I want to be a writer. When I was in high school, I published a 3-part book series all by myself.
Wow.
I'm big in sci-fi, big in fantasy.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I need
it's
to
my
introduce
passion.
my son. Y'all could talk forever about that stuff.
You write any of them novels about dwarves and elves and dragons and stuff?
I do play Dungeons and Dragons.
No, I didn't actually play Dungeons and Dragons.
I write a little bit of that, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
my
so
daughter does.
What is your favorite genre? I guess, for lack of a better
My
word.
favorite genre
Of books.
of books.
Books or music?
Just
Well, she mentioned sci-fi. I thought maybe you were going to.
I like sci-fi, but I am really big on horror and thriller.
Okay, there we go.
I love all kinds of monsters. My favorite movie is Hellboy 2004. Like, I am old at heart.
Yeah.
2004 is old. God bless
Listen.
you.
Well, when you're her age.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Hey,
she needs to meet Rob Zombie.
I've never been.
I would actually die. No.
Never been as scared that I was in the theater when I went to see Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
the
yeah.
very first one, because nobody knew. They didn't advertise it.
Uh-huh.
It was just a scary.
And now when you look at it, you're like, oh my god.
They still scare
It's
me.
the cheesy horror that's really good.
Still scares me. Nancy starts to run up that stairs and she gets stuck in that pudding and whatever that's in them steps. And she can't go any higher.
Well, I started to say, because you don't know what's real and what's not,
I think my first classic was Jason Voorhees.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow. That is awesome. Oh, Lordy. So are you done with school?
I am, yes, sir.
Okay. So now you're just...
So you got your degree and everything?
I do,
Really?
yes.
All right.
And what was your final degree? Like, what was it called?
Mass communication with a focus in electronic media.
Wow.
We ain't one at a time in here. We mass communicating.
Mm-hmm.
As Governor Pappy did that.
So she's a professional talking to 5 rednecks.
Absolutely.
Who don't know squat. So
Basically, I can be in any part of production, be it movies, be it journalism, be it news broadcasting, all of that.
Good for you. So how long are you going to work here at Applebee's for you?
Yeah.
Probably a few years, and then I want to try and go to a film university. There's one Full Sail in Florida I was looking at, but also Washington State has some good stuff as well.
Full Sail. Yeah, I've heard of them.
I like traveling.
Full
though.
Sail's where NXT is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It used to be. I don't know if it's still there, right? It's still Full Sail.
Yeah, Full Sail University, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so you think like directing or behind the scenes?
Oh,
yeah.
Even though I'm only a server here, I like telling people what to do. I think I'm a manager sometimes.
Well,
nothing wrong with that.
A college degree will get you a shot at management. It doesn't really matter what it's in.
Yeah.
As long as you're applying.
Well,
and
that's
doing a
pretty
good job.
cool, and it's cool that you know what you want to do and you're going for it. You know, a lot of young people don't nowadays. So
That's the truth.
Proud of you. That's
Good
awesome.
for you. Go.
Thank
Keep
you.
your goals. Stick to it, girl.
Thank you very much.
Never regret you're good.
That's right.
You might make some mistakes, but you won't regret you're good.
Nah.
Absolutely. Well, what else? Anything else on the menu?
Our last new thing for spring break.
Give us the hours here. How late? Because sometimes I'll drive down the highway. Not as
still
much
open.
nowadays, but you're still open and the place is still packed. So,
yeah,
what's the hours here at?
During the main week, we open at 11, and we go about maybe 10, 11, 12. During the weekends, we go even later. It's about 1, 2 a.m. People start going home, and we get to go.
Wow.
But night is where it's at. Our bar completely opens up. People fill it. It's crazy. We're just a big old family here. That's why it's the neighborhood grill.
The neighborhood bar and grill, Applebee's neighborhood bar and grill. So, we good? We don't need a break or anything? We good to go?
No, I'm going to take one long one here at the end.
A long one here at the end? Cool. But what do you know about sports, Fax?
I know that there are some footballs. There are some baseballs.
All right.
I like the sports.
You
No.
like the sports? That's awesome.
No, we have all of our TVs set to sports all the time. So
Yeah, there
I'll
you
find
go. That's a
myself
good one.
participating in March Madness all the way.
Who's your team?
I grew up. You're gonna think it's funny.
No.
I grew up liking the New York Giants. They are not the best
Really?
team in the world. That was just the family team.
Well,
but
Eli
recently,
was there. They Super Bowl. Wasn't he?
oh yeah, love Eli. But Dallas Cowboys is what I've moved into with my dad. That is our team. I'm sorry.
You and
I'll
Bama
leave.
Zach
I'll
would have gotten
go.
along real well.
Yeah.
Bama Zach loved the Cowboys.
Yeah, he did. Y'all can have them. Keep them. I'm for everybody but the Dallas Cowboys.
Uh-huh.
Who do you root for, Todd? in professional sports?
The NFL, I don't really have I'm
just
weird.
Not the Cowboys?
Like, I like
anti.
No,
So maybe you are anti-vax. Okay, I see you.
No, it's just I'm weird. Like, I like the Raiders, but I like the Chiefs, and they're huge rivals. I mean, you know
I was all for the Chiefs.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not that much into them.
I can't believe you said that.
No, but here's the thing. I'm not so much for the Chiefs now. But back in the day when I can't even remember some of those teams, like, 90s, that era, I like those Chiefs, not the Chiefs.
Well, when Montana went and played for the Chiefs.
Even before that.
Steve DeBerg?
No, not so much them teams. But I'm trying to think the running back. It was so good.
Russ Craig.
Yeah.
Christian Okoye?
Christian Okoye was one of them. But, I don't know. Of course, you root for the Titans, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't have a favorite.
When they get into the big things, it's like you have.
I always like watching NFL Red Zone. That way you can just watch football,
So I love that.
Oh, me too.
Titans get rid of Derrick Henry. I'm done with the Titans.
Yep.
You want to talk about loyalty in sports? How about being loyal and signing a guy that made y'all million?
Made you who you've been the last, whatever. And it's not like it's over.
And the Cowboys didn't even call him.
I know, that's what's weird. That's weird.
He had a house in Dallas.
I know.
Didn't even call him.
Very weird. Here we go. I don't know.
The stuff that really gets me going, though, is basketball. I don't know what the energy is with basketball games. It is a whole different breed.
Really?
Especially NCAA tournament time. Y'all had a lot of people come in and watch the tournament games?
Yeah. Our main boss, Mr. Robert, his high school actually made it to nationals. So we were watching the game on one of the big... He was not in the back at all. He was watching that game. He was running the front. It was awesome. And I think they won, too. So he was happy all day.
Oh, good.
Oh, man. Makes it better for everybody at work.
When Mr. Robert's happy, everything's good.
Well, Vax, thank you so much for joining us. It's time for us to wrap this thing up in a bow, put it in a box, and get ready for next week. We'll be back at Applebee's here next week. Next week, we'll be right back in here. See you then, darling.
See you then.
Easter
weekend. Palm service, Palm Sunday service at First Baptist Sunday night. If you're not doing anything, 6 o'clock, come see us. Easter weekend, next weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the coach, Clint Legg, Tojo J. Vassar, Todd the Bod Tomlin, the talent of the show, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. My name's Tom McClung, old Tomcat. We ain't got to go home. Got to get ourselves up out of here because Vax needs these 2 tables. We'll see you next week. War Eagle.
We're all right.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, located at 105 South Marion Street, open weekdays 9 to 5. Call 256-232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP.
If your place on the water needs some attention, call BP Riverworks. Boathouses, docks, seawalls, and repairs. Call Baron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks. Licensed and insured 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
While others have come and gone, the Lion's Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lion's Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lion's Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook. The Lion's Den Gym, 256-652-2627.
Home security is not what it used to be. With Secure Connect and smart home integration features, you can unlock your doors and turn off your alarm from your smart home app. No more hiding a key under a rock. Get Secure Connect and live life connected. Call Ardmore Telephone Company at 800-830-9946 to secure your home today.
P4 Therapy is an outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill on Highway 72 East in Athens, just off I-65. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.